Peace and blessings. It's your brother Jehoshaphat Israel. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. Now, on my segment, through a week time, right, I take up all the messed up news that I seen, and just unbelievable news, just stuff that people do that I would never imagine in a million years that you would fathom in your head that this would be something that'd be okay to do. So as each week go by, I take about 3 to 4 of the news shows that I see, because I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I'm sitting up here watching on the TV with these people doing it. So it's about 3 stories that I would like to bring up today in disturbing news of the week. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm gonna have to label this segment as, my disturbing news of the week. So it's 3 stories. Let's go ahead and get into this. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God.
Attack on a Crown Heights grandmother caught on camera, and she says it all started over an argument with the neighbors about dog poop. Thanks for joining us here on News 12 Brooklyn. I'm Marissa Santer.
Now, we know that when you have a lot of feces that's in your yard, it attracts insects, it attracts rats, it attracts rodents. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that if you live in the area, right, and you got grass in front of your yard, or you got grass on your side, and your neighbors, they constantly come to that neighborhood and walk their dogs, that attracts a lot of rodents to your area. We know that. We also know that it is illegal to have your dog poop on the ground and you don't get a bag and clean it up. That is a fine. You know what I'm saying? That is a fine. And when I look at any news or any situation, I look at what's right and what's wrong. I don't care what the color of the person is, how old they is, what their background. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is what's right and what is wrong. So it don't matter who's in the wrong. If your ass is wrong, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. So let's go back and let's look at it. Poor old lady gets beat down. You know what I'm saying? Beat down just for telling someone, hey, can you clean up that poop that your dog just pooped on my ground? Can you clean that up, please? To me, she never deserved anything like this. But when kids have less respect for their elders, this is what they do. Me personally, I think that little girl that sit up there and bust that lady up in her head and beat her down like that, she should go to jail for a long time. And I bet you the next time that little girl think about putting her hands on somebody else, she gonna think twice. It was wrong of that little girl and her mama to sit up there and jump that 75-year-old lady. I don't care what nobody says. Don't. Because what is right and what is wrong is wrong. It's only 2 elements in this world. Either you're good or you're bad. Either you're full or you're empty. Either you're rich or you're poor. Either it's light outside or it's dark time. Either you're rich, you're poor, you're dead, you're alive, you're good, you're bad. You know what I'm saying? It's only these 2 elements. So when I look at these elements of these forces, you're in the right or you in the wrong. You either did something that was right or you did something that was wrong. And that girl was dead wrong.
Torelli. News 12's Kelly Kennedy spoke with the 75-year-old and has the horrifying video. Now, we do want to warn you, it's difficult to watch.
It is. It's difficult to watch.
75-year-old Linda Scott says she asked a neighbor to clean up after her dog. Moments later, she says another young woman with that neighbor attacked her. At first, she wasn't sure she'd survive.
God, I hope I live. I tried to call 911, but I couldn't do it because I was shaking too much.
It happened Monday morning in front of her home on President Street. When Linda's son, Michael Scott, heard the commotion, he rushed.
The woman just came up here and started punching my mother, knocked her to the ground, kicked her in the face. My mother was bleeding from her mouth and nose.
Now, no, let me stop. Now, it don't matter what state that you live in. It really doesn't matter what state you live in. We have the castle law. And the castle law says that you have the right to defend yourself and your property. If you sitting there on your property, if you in your property, you have the right to defend yourself. If you're in the backyard, you have the right to defend yourself and your property. So what would have happened if that old lady would have pulled out the blicky and started blicking everybody? She would have been in the right. And then so many different people would have hit the internet talking about, oh, they killed my baby. They killed my baby. But look what your baby was doing, miss. Madam, look at how your baby was acting in their behavior. Do your baby treat y'all like that? Because they damn sure ain't going to be able to treat us like this. We not their family. So what would have happened if that old lady pulled out the strap and shot her for that? Would she have been in the wrong for that? We still have laws of the lands that we follow and we use. So if that lady would have used the law on her side, that poor little, I can't even call her a poor little girl. The old lady is the poor little one. That young woman would have lost her life for nothing, for some poop. I heard earlier today that a sister, it was somebody so damn crazy in the drive-thru gonna take a sister life over some onion rings. This is how crazy these people are. Okay, let's get back to the story.
I never seen my mother bleed a day in my life.
The brutal beating put the Crown Heights grandmother in the hospital. She came home today.
Oh my goodness.
Bruised all over.
The family tells me they've had issues with this lot right next to their Crown Heights home for years. One of the biggest ones is neighbors let their dogs poop here and then don't clean it up. The Scotts say they filed 311 complaints and the owner of the lot got a citation, but the problem continues. The grandmother admits to pouring ammonia in the lot to deter dogs and rats.
My mother puts ammonia down to use as a deterrent because of the smell. It was not used as a weapon.
What made you want to share your story with News 12?
Because the young lady had no business beating me like that. She had no business beating me or any other older person like that. Anybody.
Police say that woman took off running. They're still looking for her, and so far, no one's been arrested. In Crown Heights, Kelly Kennedy, News 12.
You can't run from God's judgment. That young girl got it. She got it coming. You know what I'm saying? She got it. The neighbor and that young woman got it coming to them. They can't run from God's judgment like that. And it's always 7 times more worse than what we initiate in our wrongdoing. So she got it 7 times more wronger. What I think that's going to happen to the young lady, she's going to get beat in them streets because God going to slap her upside her face. And then the popo's going to come and arrest her for that. From that beating that she put on that old lady, she looking at a lease. I'm thinking about 3 years locked up for that and 2 years probation. If that's her first offense or second offense, but that's what she's looking at. Probably like 5 years, probably like a year probation. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the next unbelievable, disturbing story that I have seen this week. It's just unbelievable. Just like the young chick. It's about to be her birthday. No, she can't even grow up and be a little girl and grow up and have her 17th birthday because some punk ass fool in the drive-thru gonna get mad over some damn onion rings. Quite disturbing. You know what I'm saying? Quite disturbing. Okay, we got our next story up, and y'all seen this floating around the internet this week. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. I can't believe that a young person would be so greedy and so lazy for some money. He wouldn't go out and go to school, go to trade school, go to college, you know what I'm saying, work a 9 to 5, get a part-time job. No, he gonna take his pistol, he gonna go outside of the door, he gonna look for an easy prey, and he gonna try to rob somebody. This lady it's early, they barely starting up, family. They barely starting up to serve the food in the morning time. She only got $40 on her. 40, you know what I'm saying? So this man, he'll sit here and he'll lose his life for $40? You will throw away your whole future of you being successful in life and having a family and having a wife and having sons and daughters and a career and the house and the picket fence and the dog and the trips. You will throw all that away for $40? You will throw away your whole complete life. Remember, we only got one shot at this. I don't care about none of them false doctrines that they pull out in the world. You only got one shot on this earth. You only got one shot to do it right. So you would throw away, this young man would throw away his whole life for $40? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't understand what's wrong with getting a job, working full-time or part-time. I don't understand what's wrong with going to a trade school, HVAC, plumbing, electricity, something. You know what I'm saying? Something is always gooder than nothing, or going to college. Even going to a vocational damn college to learn something instead of losing your damn life out in the street for $40. So our God is good. So when the sister sit up there and she said, God jammed the gun, she ain't playing. Some people got to understand it's a judgment that's going around in this earth. And that young man was judged. He pulled out his gun jammed. That was the angels blocking him. She pulled out her gun and she killed him. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? You damn right. So who do I feel more sorry for? I feel sorry that the lady who believed in Jesus Christ and God, she got to sit up here and try to open up her damn business with her own people outside praying on the innocent. Our own people praying outside on the own. This young man got his whole life ahead of him. Gonna throw away everything, his whole life for $40. Okay, let's get into the story.
Because the mom knows how to cook, and they just trying to make an honest living. You know, everybody ain't trying to make an honest living. These are trying to make an honest living.
The Elite Eats food truck had only been open an hour today. Derek Howard, one of the owners, was on his way to help his mother and uncle who were manning the truck. Before he could get there, things turned deadly.
Did she keep a gun on her just out of fear that something like this might happen?
Correct. 9 days you have to. Look, that's how. It's bad.
Houston police say around 1 o'clock this afternoon, a 23-year-old man pulled up next to the truck on Main Street near Fondren. He asked Howard's mother and uncle what kind of food they served. When they told him, he pulled out a gun. Howard's uncle shut the window to the food truck. Police say the 23-year-old got out of his car, opened the window, put his gun inside, and fired, but it jammed. Howard's mother pulled out a gun of her own and shot the robber.
So he was going to kill them no matter what. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter. He just like the story that I heard today. The young brother, light skin in the UK. This Negro gonna sit up here and play the Walking Dead video game on PlayStation 3. He get mad at his 16-year-old sister. He goes out and first he says on camera, oh, my sister was making these erratic moves in the game. I must mutilate her face. This nigga was 23 too. You know what I'm saying? He was 23 too. So instead of saying to his little sister, well, you know, I don't want to play this game with you no more. You always making bad decisions, and left it alone. No, this nigga gonna flip his damn wig and spill all his marbles on the floor. He gonna go out in the streets and buy a shotgun, y'all. Then he gonna turn around and plot a day to where he's planning to kill his little sister. His mother comes in the room, unannounced to her that he got a 12-gauge shotgun. She wrestles with him. He ends up killing his mother. He goes through the house and finds his sister, kill her. Go through the house, find his younger brother, kill him. For what? A video game? What's wrong with these people nowadays? You know what I'm saying? You gonna kill your mama, your little sister, and your little brother over a fictional video game on a damn TV screen. You are a fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? A straight up. And this is a brother. All of these people that I'm bringing in is brothers. You know what I'm saying? 23-year-old brothers. Let's get back into the news feed.
Thank God, because she's a godly woman. That's why that gun jammed.
Hallelujah.
Because God jammed it. Because when she opened that window, he could have shot her, but it jammed.
The robber, only described as a 23-year-old man, died in the parking lot.
For $40 damn dollars.
Self-defense shooting. No one is in custody. Howard's mother was taken to the hospital because she had a panic attack. He says all this was over only $40. That's all they had made today.
People need to get a job and stop trying to rob people, because some people are trying to make an honest.
How about they understand that we want to live too? You pull a gun out on somebody, you're automatically threatening them, their family, and their life. Why they don't think we want to live too? You know what I'm saying? Why do these young punks and these young criminals, anybody that would be a criminal, why they don't think that we want to live too? It's so easy for y'all to walk around with guns and pull them out on people, but y'all got to understand, we live in this life too, and we want to live too. So why y'all don't think that something bad will happen to y'all about messing with us like that? Look what God did for that woman. That young man was going to kill them two people no matter what. If God didn't come in and put his holy finger in the gun, that gun would have went off, and they would have never had time to retaliate back. They would have been gone. Over $40 damn dollars. That's what I'm sitting here saying. Okay, I got one more story up that I think. Let me try to find it. Okay, y'all seen this, and y'all seen several stories like this, and this seems like to be the tempest of the water of modern days of where we at now. And y'all done seen this float around the internet at least like 2 times already, but I only got 2 more stories, just 2 more stories, and then I'll leave y'all alone for tonight. Glory, glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. Blessed be the day that the Lord has made, and blessed be his name. Blessed be his glory, blessed be his will, blessed be his might, blessed be his truth in Yeshua HaMashiach name, for he is worthy, but he alone.
The video captures a man making a split-second decision, unaware that it would lead to regret. In broad daylight, 27-year-old Joshua Young noticed a woman, Charlotte Wilson, walking down a busy street, her eyes glued to her phone. At the same time, a car sped toward her, just seconds before a collision. Joshua lunged and grabbed her, pulling her to safety just as the car passed. Surveillance footage clearly shows the car was inches away from her. It also shows Joshua immediately letting go once she was safe. But what happened next shocked everyone. Instead of gratitude, Charlotte filed a lawsuit, accusing Joshua of inappropriate behavior and invasion of her personal space. Her legal team argued that even in an emergency, no one has the right to touch another person without consent. Joshua maintained that.
So what would be the result? Them cleaning up her body off of the damn sidewalk? Because there's no living how fast that car was going. That car wasn't just going to hit her and just her body bounce off of her. That car was going to run her over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was going to run her over. I don't think that she would have hit, that car would have went through how she was walking and just hit her, and then she flew across the street. But even if that was the case, just on that impact on how the velocity of what that car was driving, it would have probably crushed all the bones in her body. She frail. She only weighed 100 pounds. Each car, that's an SUV. That car weighs every bit of 1.5 tons. That could be 12,000 pounds of metal, you know what I'm saying, of metal headed straight for that lady like that. So what would it do to a human body? It would have crushed every bone in her body, you know what I'm saying? So he saved her life. Saved her life. Thought in the instant, in the moment, because you only got a split second to do the right thing. And he put his own life in harm's way. And she repays him back with, I'm going to sue your ass in court.
He acted instinctively, without malicious intent, simply to save a life. The footage appears to support his testimony, but the incident has sparked a nationwide debate, dividing public.
That SUV would have drug her all the way down the street. You know what I'm saying? For mile after mile after mile. And when they finally would have stopped, that would have been her last breath.
Opinion on social media. Was he a hero for acting promptly, or did he cross the line of the law?
I think the brother was a hero. I think he was a hero, you know what I'm saying? Because he put himself in harm's way for another person. Ain't that many people out there like that? Ain't that many people. You'd be like, everybody be standing in line to save somebody. Ain't nobody trying to save nobody. So when you actually got a small percent of people that will, this is what you do to them? Okay, one more story up. That's messed up what they did to Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, because I'm pretty sure that anytime somebody bring a lawsuit to you, you can also have a counter lawsuit. You can counter it. You know what I'm saying? And she probably got taken to the bank for that. Okay, I got my last story up for tonight. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at it and pay attention.
Not guilty of.
A school bus driver was struck by a flying rock that broke 5 of his ribs. But despite the intense pain, he managed to safely pull the bus over to the side of the road and open the doors. The 21 students on board were left with nothing more than minor scrapes and were otherwise unharmed. However, while Marcus lay unconscious in the hospital, he didn't receive a thank you card. He received a court summons. 3 parents jointly filed a lawsuit against him, claiming that he braked too hard, causing their children to hit their heads.
No, look at that. They didn't sit up there and they didn't sue the school district. This lawsuit went directly after the person that is in the hospital that have received damage. Remember that he broke 3 ribs. Where that rock came from, I have no idea where that rock came from. But he suffered. So while he's sitting up in the hospital, them parents is going to come together and do a lawsuit, not against the school. Not against the school. They go directly after the school bus driver after they heard that he received damage. You know what I'm saying? He has injuries. He has 3 broken ribs. But the 21 children, there's nothing wrong with them. They got bumps and bruises. They all right. They gonna be all right. But instead of, I wouldn't even think that they would be all right to sue the school. But this is how much people are opportunists nowadays. All they see is a fast, quick buck over somebody's misfortune or somebody's downfall. It's sad, family.
Suffer minor injuries and emotional distress, and even develop lasting psychological trauma. They also questioned why the school bus wasn't equipped with seatbelts. As a result, they demanded $500,000 in damage.
Show me what they was kids at one time. They were actually children and they got on school buses. What the school bus have we ever seen that actually has a seatbelt on it? I ain't never seen no school bus or no bus in general. Any bus, any type of bus. The Greyhound bus, I ain't seen it. The your regular city bus, I ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? The school bus ain't got no damn seatbelt. So you actually now you're suing him like he made the bus. He's the manufacturer of the damn bus.
Damages from Marcus and the school district. After reviewing the onboard surveillance footage, the judge angrily dismissed all of the parents' claims. Not only that, the judge found that the parents had fabricated facts and may have committed extortion and perjury, and immediately ordered prosecutors to pursue criminal charges against them. In the end, to avoid possible jail time, the parents were forced to pay Marcus $5,000 in compensation for damage to his reputation and emotional distress. Do you think this ruling was fair?
I think it was, because it teaches people that people can countersue you. You know what I'm saying? If you take somebody to court, I guess they never knew that, but it was in Old Testament, just like it was in New Testament, just like it's in our laws to this day. I don't think people really understand. If you take a person, let's say it was defamation, you took a person for defamation, you really better have something that's backing that shows that person really ruined your life, or they have the right to sue you, and they automatically win. Automatically, you know what I'm saying? Automatically win. So I think it's good to show the rest of cowardly people that live in America that's so much of an opportunist that want to just take people on a ride and because that's stealing and that's scamming. That's scamming in the judicial system. It's scamming. It's still scamming to me. You know what I'm saying? So it shows people you're not going to be able to get away with a lie trying to put it on somebody. You can get sued too. But those was the most disturbing news stories that I have heard this week. I know it was more than 3, but that's all right. We'll be back with some more. So this was my disturbing news. I know it's not the end of the week and we still got 2 more days in it. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Damn, that was a lot this week. You know what I'm saying? Just to see on the TV. Peace and blessings and glory to God be in this day. Until next time, my brothers and sisters.